Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have come back to make it a 2-point game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll get in time to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough where they didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but well, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins now. He's going to flip it. And Madison hit, and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. On first down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 32 yards. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Cousins looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's Cousins on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Cousins will try and throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 43 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Finding room at midfield, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lawrence will throw. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case,
and now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kirk Cousins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On play action, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Cousins. complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Cook running right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play action now, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Throwing is Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 73 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Another tote for Etienne. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Chad.
Give me that fucking ball.
This football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case,
Give me the ball back, bum.
play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Shut up, nigga. Cry about it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Get the crying, fucker. You shouldn't have taunted at the beginning of the game, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense scored.